Rugby, bye. There's an ice cream car outside in winter. The Rugby Championship round 2. What happened? Well, South Africa and Argentina were at it again, and it was basically the same result. Box 29, Pumas 10. Not really close. Two differences stood out for me in this game. The Boks were actually trying to run some plays, and the Pumas were trying to set the world record for most penalties in one match. They gave away 21 penalties in this game. That's double what you would normally see. Weirdly, it had this strange effect on South Africa's attacking game. Usually, the attacking team would know that the other team's defense is set, especially at scrum or line-out time. Most teams will then try and break down that defense with multi-phase attack. They'll try and create mismatches between bigger and smaller players and find some space. In this game though, the Boks almost always had advantage on first phase ball. And what does one do with penalty advantage? You try some ridiculous Harlem Globetrotter shit. It almost never works, but you know you've got penalty advantage. You just fall back to that. Consequently, balls were dropped and wingers just ran out of space. The Boks attack is already behind schedule, and this game didn't really help it catch up. On Argentina's side of things, there wasn't really much to say, except that they lack the discipline. 21 penalties in the match is going to make it tough to win and tough to watch. And that was the rugby for the weekend. No other rugby to talk about. No other rugby at all. Nothing. Let's look at news surrounding rugby instead. The Rugby Championship round 2. What happened? COVID bloody happened, that's what. The match plan between the Wallabies and the All Blacks for this coming Saturday has been cancelled. The New Zealanders were supposed to fly to Perth to take on the Wallabies, but that all went out the window with COVID lockdowns. Just so many lockdowns. Cue another public spat between the Australian and New Zealand rugby administrators. It's so funny. Anytime lockdowns screw with their plans, they turn into Lindsay and Paris and start duking it out in the press. It all gets a bit silly and names get called, and then they make up and hate South Africa again. We really are the hate glue that keeps them together. And so after that whole debacle, we have a brand new Rugby Championship schedule. It'll all be played in one place. Not Europe, not South Africa, but Queensland, Australia. A truly mysterious land. What this all means is that the 100th test match between the Springboks and the All Blacks, the two best rugby countries in the world who have years of history and rivalry and respect between them, two countries that have been waiting for this match since the 2019 World Cup and have missed the rivalry for more than a year, will be playing this big match in Townsville. Population 200,000. COVID, eh? It's led to some weird stories. The last news is that Rassie's day in court is today. Everyone is speculating as to what will happen to Rassie Erasmus and SA Rugby, but we'll just have to wait and see. World Rugby will probably give a press release next Tuesday, or the Tuesday after that, or a month from now. Or just as I'm recording this and that whole previous section is wrong and World Rugby has made Rassie the director of all rugby? Nah, I guess we'll see next Tuesday. And that's the rugby update for this week. I will see you all next week. Bye! Look at this cute pink top.